Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing again, step 2 again, but we're going to look at the conversion cost. That is my direct labor and my factory overhead. It's brought into the process at different times. This is where different percents will happen. So here's my group 1. So you're basically going to do this chart, one for conversion, also one for direct materials. So group 1, 5,000 units that were 70% complete. That means I completed, or I brought in 70% of the conversion cost last month in the month of June. So you're going to bring in the opposite percent. You're going to bring in 30. So in the month of July, I'm going to do the complement of 70%, and it's going to be 30% added. Now group 2, remember that's at 57,000. So on both charts, group 2 is always 100% because you started in July and you finished in July. So 100% of the conversion cost were applied in July. Always. Group 2 is always 100%. And group 3 is 3,000 pieces, 3,000 gallons at 25% complete. So you're going to bring that number here because I only added 25% of 3,000, and that brings me to 750. So my equivalent units for conversion are 59,250. A little bit different. It's always going to be a little bit less than your direct materials. Okay, I'm trying to explain this to the best I can. I understand that it's a difficult concept. You're going to do 2 exact charts, one for conversion, one for direct materials, and this conversion will always look like this. The whatever percent here will be the complement from here. Group 2 always 100%. Group 3 will be whatever you have here. Okay, and here's a little flow chart just to show that. Okay, so this is, I'm going to continue on. We're going to move on to step number 3. So step number 3, I need to find the cost per equivalent unit. Well, here are my formulas, and I have 2 separate ones. One is for direct materials, one is for conversion cost. And here's how I calculate it. Total direct materials cost for that period of July divided by the total equivalent units of direct material. Well, you found this out in step 2, and you're going to be given this cost information in step 1. And the conversion down here, the same thing. So you need these 2 formulas to do step number 3. This is actually one of the easier parts of this concept. So as we move forward and we start looking at this, here's my little chart that we did with my ending numbers broken into direct materials and conversion. This is my equivalent units. Okay? And here are the costs for each of them incurred in the month of July, because I only want to look at July's cost. So for direct materials, I had 66,000. And that was on, if I believe correctly, that's on 60,000 EUPs of direct materials and 59,250. And my total overhead was 17,775 divided by this. So let's take a look at this. So here I've actually taken my total direct materials cost for the period divided by my EUP for direct materials only, and we come to $1.10 a gallon. And for the conversion, I take my total conversion cost of 17,775 divided by my EUP in gallons, and there's my conversion cost. So step number 3 is probably 3 and 4 are probably the easiest steps in here. 1 and 2 are the more difficult. Okay, this ends video number 5, which covers step 3, cost per EUP.